Hello YouTube, I'm the Gaming Pegasus 187, and this is another edition of Pegasus Plays. So, I recently acquired a Sega Genesis, Model 1, and this is my recent pickup. I can see bots is smiling right now. Okay, so I go into Retrofix Gaming, game store I've talked about before in the podcast. And when I had mentioned I got a Genesis, I remember Botsy threw out a few recommendations, Castlevania Bloodlines, and this is one of the ones he recommended. And so I go in there and I'm looking, because how they have the store laid out is they got all the box games and anything over $10 either in a glass case or on the back shelf. Well, behind the counter. So I'm looking, and because they have the Genesis games, they're kind of up on there, you can just see the spine, so you gotta kind of really look. And I'm scanning over them, I see Streets of Rage 2, and I can see Anzi right now saying, why the hell didn't you get Streets of Rage 2, but anyway. And I see this, and I'm looking, is that Rocket Knight Adventures? I'm thinking that to myself, and I look, that is. So, I pick it up with my discount. I think I paid, because I get 10% off, I paid $18 for it. So, but, and no manual. So, if anyone has a spare Rocket Knight Adventures manual, or is willing to sell it to me for a couple bucks, and I'll pay, the shipping, or give it to me, I would be thankful, because... Or Shadow of the Beast, that's another manual I need. Anyway. I absolutely love platformers. Mario 3, Mario 2, Mario 1, Sonic, any platformer type game I love. And it doesn't have to be 2D, 3D, whatever. It doesn't care. Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, Mario, Sonic. This, I think, is going to become one of my favorites. And I've only played a little bit after this. This is actually my first time playthrough. Get a little fun, just me first playing the damn thing. And definitely this was a game they did. There was some uniqueness to it. It doesn't feel like another generic platform, which, early, mid-90s. Everyone, because that's what was popular, Mario, Sonic, so everyone had to have their own platformer. Some sucked more than others, but I was gonna find a joke in there. So there's gonna be a Kim Kardashian joke somewhere in there, but I couldn't think of it. Of course, that would have been too easy. But shh. Anyway, $18 for cartridge is in really good condition, the box is in really good condition, and I really can't complain. Platformers then are what, first-person shooters are now. With Call of Duty being just AAA popular smash hit it is, which I like Call of Duty. Slay me for that, I don't give a fuck. Anyway. But when you have when you already had games tested, Mario 3, perfect. Sonic 2, I think, is probably where they, I like Sonic 1, but, Sonic 2 I felt was a much better game. Nothing wrong with Sonic 1, it's definitely a well-made, well-done game. I think Sonic 2, they really, did something right with it. There's just something about that game that I seem to gravitate to more. But when you're dealing with something that, how Mario and Sonic got, did it right, other companies definitely had to do something, to do something to make the game kind of stand out. And I think this really did that. You have that unique mechanic with that charge launch, that charge rocket boost you have that you can actually bounce off walls with. And that does come into play. I'm trying to figure out why this was never released on the like Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. You have the staples of the system on there. Sonic 1, 2, 3, I think Sonic and Knuckles is on there, if I remember right. You know, Streets of Rage, and I actually took up on the Rad Rascals forum the Streets of Rage 3 challenge. Haven't gone back to that, but I'm thinking the next day or two I may try and take a crack at it. That game is fucking kicking my ass. But my train of thought. This is a game. I wish it got some kind of, you know, other. I think it might be on the. It was on the Wii Virtual Console, if I remember right. But I mean, in this game, you know, complete you'd be able to find pretty cheap. Like most, you know, Genesis games, you're able to find complete fairly easy. Just because, you know, it's not like Super Nintendo games where it wasn't like a cardboard box. These were clamshell plastic cases. But, I mean, it's not like... I would like to see, you know, like an HD remake of this game. You know, some maybe like a complete overhaul. Do, like, have... Like, Wave 4, do something, and then do it... Do, like DuckTales. Just getting, like, a big remake. So... Which I would love to see, but as long as, I mean, I'm glad this got a release on the Wii Virtual Console and not like Earthbound, where all of a sudden we're finally going to see it like sometime this year, end of the year maybe, I don't know, but... And I'm going to say one thing real quick, spending $160 for a cartridge, I won't do. I think that game got overblown. You know, it's like almost midnight my time. I'm kind of tired. But if I would hope, and we've talked about this. There's a couple episodes we were trying to get up. We've got like 3 episodes recorded where we've talked about Earthbound getting the big Wii Virtual Console release, and I'm Wii U Virtual Console, I should say, and I would hope that the cartridge would go down a bit to some reasonable amount, because I think with that game, I mean, it's got a cult following. There's no denying that. There's no denying how well made and how well done and how good the game is. I think spending $160 is a little ridiculous. Because we're not talking like a stadium event, you know, or a Nintendo World Championship. It's Earthbound. It's not a super rare game. It's uncommon, it's sought after, but it's not worth $160. So then we can get a bit about these idiot, you know, sellers like on Craigslist and eBay in the latest episode, but yeah. But anyway, Pegasus out.